We begin tonight with the rising death toll and the mounting questions in what is now the deadliest fire ever in Oakland, California. This is all that remains. Today, investigators sifting piece by piece through the rubble, what was once a crowded warehouse party that went up in flames in mere seconds. There are now 33 confirmed fatalities. The blaze overwhelming that building, trapping people inside. The search for loved ones painstakingly slow. Those families now are fearing the absolute worst. And late tonight, word that the district attorney's office has launched a criminal investigation into that fire. ABC's Neil Karlinski leads us off tonight.
Tonight in Oakland, as the number of people killed in this fire grows into the dozens, the painstaking search goes around the clock. Questions now mounting about whether the tragedy should have been stopped long before Friday night's inferno.
Do you feel like this was preventable, like a blind eye was turned towards this warehouse, this facility?
As far as preventable, absolutely. I am not going to make excuses for the city because we have documented, we have turned it in, we have called it in.
The building went up fast and burned ferociously Friday night. People weren't supposed to be living here. It only had permits as a warehouse. Yet code violations show a history of complaints, including about people inside. It was a well-known artist colony called the Ghost Ship and filled at the time for a concert when fire broke out.
I watched it burn for 4 hours. I could do nothing.
That's the back of the warehouse right there. And to give you a sense of how quickly that burned, the first responders are just right over here, only about a block away.
Most of the dead were on the second floor. Pictures on the warehouse's website show a maze of makeshift art studios before the fire.
It is tragic to watch so many people perish from a fire fatality in front of your eyes and have to be stoic in your job, be professional in your actions, and make sure that we're honoring the victims and their families to bring them safely out of the building.
Tonight, an emotional battalion chief says the impact is beyond what any of her firefighters imagined dealing with.
I think we were surprised at first to find that many bodies where we found them. And we are leaning towards, based on the fact that the bodies appeared to be on top of each other, that it was probably from a fall.
They were on the second floor and it caved in.
Parts of the second floor with burned pianos and other heavy objects are dangling precariously above fire crews, working methodically to recover victims with dignity and make sure what's left of the building doesn't come down on them. Google Earth pictures from the last several years show mounting piles of garbage outside the warehouse, part of the fuel for this blaze that never should have been there. Oakland's mayor tonight promising to find out if the city's worst fire in history was preventable.
I right now have a team of city employees combing through every public record that we have of this building.
And Neil joins us live from the scene. Neil, you're hearing that it could still be another day before investigators reach all of those victims?
Cecilia, that's right. It is very slow going. They say they've only made progress through about 35, maybe 40% of the building. Another day or two left, they say. In fact, you can see the planks of wood behind me. They're using that to literally shore up the walls and make sure the rest of the building doesn't come toppling down on top of those firefighters, Cecilia.
A long process ahead. Neil, thank you.